Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit me. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on all those post notifications, that way you won't miss out on any of these videos. So this is going to be another comparison. It is long overdue. I am going to be comparing a few different Enail Couture nails, and I'm also going to be comparing APRES XXL with Enail Couture's 5XL stilettos. The two nails that I have here are, of course, you already know, size 0. I like to pull out the size 0 because a lot of ladies have bigger thumbnails and they always want to see if those nails will fit their thumbnail. So this is the biggest size that I have. I do not know if the APRES company makes the 00 in these nails. You guys are welcome to go check their website. But they do not come in 00 when you purchase them in their box, okay? This is the box that they will come in if you do order them. The first thing I want to do is measure both tips. And as you can see, the APRES is on the right, the Enail Couture is on the left. The APRES is not pre-etched. They may be now, I don't know, because it's been a while since they released these. But the Enail Coutures are pre-etched. That just means that when you get your APRES nails, that you will need to etch the underside where your natural nail plate will go with an e-file, or you can use a primer. So the pricing for these really quick. This one by the APRES company, the XXL stilettos, are $33.99 on the APRES website. Enail Couture 5XL stilettos are $29.99 on Enail Couture's website. Plus I do get 10% off of that, so that will save you some money. I do not have a discount for APRES. First, measure the width of these is just about 1 centimeter across. Maybe a tad bit bigger. Enail Couture is over the centimeter line right there. It's over just a couple notches, so it is wider. The length of the APRES stiletto is almost 5 centimeters in length. The length of Enail Couture is almost 5.5. So it is longer and it is wider. The height difference, I don't think there is much of a difference. The C curve looks about to be the same on both of these. This one being wider, just remember that. See if I can get a good shot of that. They both have a really nice high apex. The sturdiness of these, the APRES is really, I'm pushing on that nail. It's really, really tough. Of course, it's thinner by the cuticle like it's supposed to be. And once you move up, and once you get up to the tip, it is a lot stiffer. Enail Couture, yeah, seems to be about the same. It seems to be sturdier at the cuticle area, not as thin, and really, really tough, really hard to squish up here. Really nice. Okay. When I try to bend, it only seems to move right at the cuticle area and not very much. Let's bend this one. Yeah, this one you can bend, as you can see. This one bends pretty easily. But again, it's supposed to do that. Okay, but it is more, it seems to be softer. Of course, also they could be made out of different materials as well. Being acrylic, maybe one's softer than the other. They do both soak off in acetone. And let me just cut these and see what happens. See if there's a white line or anything like that. Wow, look at that C curve right there, y'all. So that is what that one looks like. That's the APRES. Okay. And then let's go ahead and cut the Enail Couture. And there is Enail Couture's. They both look just about the same when you're cutting them. And you can actually see the curve. I didn't cut this one down as far as I did the other one. Let me cut that down a little further. Okay, now they're about the same. Let's see. They both have a really nice sharp C curve. This one seems to be deeper, but that's just because I cut it. Okay, so that is the comparison of the stilettos. Okay, so I had a request to show my tapered versus my sculpted. The rest of the nails from here on out are all Enail Couture. The first one is going to be the tapered coffin, and I'm going to pull out the 0 with all of the nails. And then I've got the tapered stiletto as well. And these are, I would say, XXL tapered. They just don't say it on here. Also, guys, if you are interested, I do have a lot of other comparison videos. And then the two that I'm going to compare these two with are my sculptured square and my sculptured coffin, because I don't have a sculptured stiletto. These are my sculptured square. Now this one does say XXL, and so does my XXL sculptured coffin. And now I'm going to take out the XXL sculptured coffin. All right, there is the sculptured coffin. All right, guys, I did forget to mention with Enail Couture, you get 250 tips. With the APRES, you get 25 piece, 10 sizes, 250 tips. Let's go ahead and compare the tapered coffin. And this one is the sculpted coffin. So these two together, let's put them together. Now remember, when you get this one here, the tapered coffin, it is now pre-etched, when before it was not. So side view, you can tell the tapered coffin is just a teeny bit longer than the sculpted coffin. The height on the tapered is a lot higher, as you can see here. Let's look at the curve in the front. Curve looks to be very similar. Very similar. And let's go ahead and measure these. These are size 0. This is the tapered coffin, and it is, I would say, okay, these are wide. These are 1.5 centimeters wide. Wow, that's really wide. The sculpted coffin is on the centimeter side. It is just about, it's 2 lines away. Guys, I'm sorry, my measurements, I'm not really good with measurements, but it is 2 lines from being 1.5 centimeters. Okay? You can correct me if you'd like. I'm not going to worry about that. The length of the tapered coffin is almost 4.5 centimeters, or about just about 4.5, just about 4.5 centimeters, maybe even 4.5 centimeters. And then the sculptured coffin is just a little over 4 centimeters. So this one's just a tad bit longer. I'd say this one is also more curved, of course, because it's tapered. When you have a taper, it's a lot, I would say, when it's tapered, it's more tapered. It's skinnier, so it's going to be higher up. Okay? Now they both seem to be pretty nice and sturdy. The cuticle, of course, it gives just a little bit like it's supposed to. Same with this one. Now this one seems a little thicker at the cuticle than this one did. Yeah, this one just feels a little sturdier at the cuticle area. I'm not gonna cut these just because they're gonna be just about the same. But there you go. There are the Sculptured against Tapered coffin. XXL. Let's look at the Sculpted square up to these two. So here is the Sculpted square. It is a little shorter. Now I do like the Sculpted square. I love the shape. It's got a nice C curve to it. It's not too sharp, but it is really nice, as you can see right here. Okay. The width on this one is this one is almost 1.5 centimeters. So a lot of his nails are like almost 1.5 centimeters wide. This one, the Sculpted square, is just about 4 centimeters long. And that's what they look like side by side. They all seem to be just about the same height. Even the Tapered, not a big difference. And then here is the Tapered Stiletto. That one seems to be just about the same as the Tapered coffin. It just is a stiletto and not a coffin. The only difference between these two is this one's a coffin and this one is a stiletto. But they look just alike. They look about the same exact width, same exact height, except this one comes to a point. Okay, so the Tapered coffin and Tapered coffin and Tapered stiletto look very similar. Not a lot of difference unless you either want a point or coffin style. Same with this one. I'll measure it real quick. From the width, it's about 1.5 again. Height, it's about 4.5, just as that one there, the Tapered coffin. So I hope that answers your questions on that. Those are the only Sculpted and Tapered nails that I have of his. There's what they look like. Okay. All right, let's look at the side view, if I can do that. Side view, they all look just about the same. Let's do the back. All right, this one here being higher than all of them. That's the Tapered coffin. All right, so that's that, y'all. Now, I want to take some of my coffin nails and show you. These aren't all my coffin nails. I do have a video on those. If you want to check that out, I have a lot of different comparisons you guys can watch. So just to do it, for giggles, let's go ahead. These are the OG baby. These are the original XXL coffin nail. All right, and then the last one that I have is the brand new one, and that is the 5XL coffin. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that nail. Look at that nail. Oh, jeez. Wow. So we're gonna compare the coffin nails really quick. Look at the difference of these, y'all. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this is the 5XL against the regular XXL. And these really, I mean, I guess you could compare them because of the height difference. But one is just tapered and one is sculpted. This one over here being the regular XXL OG coffin nail. This one being the 5XL. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. And you can tell they are pre-etched as well. The underside of these, I like the shape of this one. It's so, I don't know, it's almost like a Russian coffin, if that makes sense. And it almost looks tapered, doesn't it? It really does. Look at that C-curve. Holy shit. Look at the C-curve on that baby. Let's see if it looks anything like the sculpted coffin. Look at that. Look at the C-curve on this one. On this one here. Compared to the one on the sculpted coffin. Way more sharper. All right, let's look at the tapered coffin. Okay, so these look pretty similar. The tapered coffin has a really nice sharp curve, and so does the 5XL. This one just a miniature version. Here's the side profile, okay? You're pretty straightforward from about here and up. And then you're gonna get that slight curve down by your cuticle. Okay, just like that. I think if he had done these any other way, it would look funny. But I think they look really nice like this. I think this looks really, really good. Let's measure that real quick, shall we? Y'all already know from recent videos, the OG coffin is just about 4.5 centimeters long. The new 5XL coffin is almost 7 centimeters long, you guys. Almost 7 centimeters, as you can see here. Holy crap. That's like 3 centimeters bigger, 4 centimeters bigger, something like that. 3 centimeters, I think. Look at that. And these all side by side. Make sure they're even. This one, the sculpted, being the smallest out of them. The tapered and the OG are just about the same height. Sculpted is just a teeny bit shorter. So there you go with those. Let me see the width on this. The width on the new ones are about 1.5 again, just like all the other ones. Now I do have width measurements in another video where I measure all of the nails that I have by him, except I think I was missing a few. Now, another question I was asked, someone wanted me to show all of the 5XL nails together side by side, because they were wanting to know why this one was so much longer than the other 5XL. And I'll tell you my theory, because here is my 5XL square and here is my 5XL stiletto. Okay, my theory, because this one looks more sculpted also. So if you were to unsculpt that and bring that apex down a bit, it would probably be about the same height as these two. So honestly, this one looks like a 5XL sculpted coffin, if you ask my opinion. Okay, because these two are about the same. All you gotta do is take the tip off and you'd have like a sculpted square, to be honest. Or actually no, you'd have a sculpted coffin if you cut the tip of these. And you can do that. You can cut these nails down. So there's the difference. And I don't know why he did this. I really do not know why these aren't as long. I mean, I'm guessing they could be, but maybe maybe they wouldn't be as sturdy, or maybe they would break easilier, or I don't know, y'all. I really do not know. I do not know, but there you go. There are all his 5XL nails, sitting one by one, side by side. And it looks like the 5XL coffin is a little flatter than the rest of them, and it looks like the stiletto is a little higher. Let me flip them over and show you the underside. There's the underside of those. They all have a nice sharp C-curve in them. All of them are really nice. I want to measure the 5XL square 0 because it looks bigger than... Oh yeah, it's over 1.5 centimeters. It's just over. So this one is bigger. So if you guys are looking for a nice, long, big nail, the 5XL square. And like I said, you can cut them down. These are pretty big too, but... And these are all zeros. So there you guys go. Let me know if there was something I missed. If you want to see a video on it or just whatever, let me know. If there's something else you guys want to see as far as comparison videos. I have done and I have shown every single nail that I have of his thus far. So if he comes out with more, I will do another video. I try and do my best when I'm doing these comparison videos to help you guys out and to show you what they look like. Now I did not put these on my nails like I did last time, but I will show you what they look like if you put them on the nail. And I do have videos using all of these nails. So go check out my Enail Couture playlist, and all of these shapes are in those videos, and you guys can watch me do, you know, you guys can see what they look like, when they look like on, when they look like decorated. Normally I will put them on and show y'all. That one looks really nice on the nails. These look really nice on the nail because I've used these quite a few times. Alright. Alright guys, so there you go. There you have it. I hope you did enjoy it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It only takes a second. I do appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Sending love and light. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye guys.